Morning, YouTube. How are you doing today? Ghostcob here on the front porch with a pipe tobacco review. And today we are looking at Paladin, a older OTC blend. Just threw the initial light to it. So, Paladin. The jar smell it's really sweet tobacco. And the cherry is very strong. It almost reminds me of like a cherry candy. That's how sweet it is. With the sweetness of the sweet tobacco and the cherry flavoring, it reminds me of a cherry candy. Interesting. Now, I've had several bowls of it. I've had some in these pipes right here that I will show you. Okay. So, the Morta was pretty much, they were actually kind of all the same except for the cob. I seem to be able to pick more of the flavors out of the cob than I was able to pick out of anything else. The olive wood was good with it. They were all good, don't get me wrong. This Paladin has been a good smoke. I just almost think that it's... I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. I honestly think it's a psychological thing. I think that with me thinking that it's an old school OTC, it belongs in an old school style pipe, the corn cob. But obviously that's not it, because I mean the flavors are different in it a little bit. So the cob is definitely the best, okay? So far out of the cob, you get that cherry flavoring is there. It reminds me of cherry sweet tarts. I don't know if y'all have ever had cherry sweet tarts, but that's what it reminds me of. Cherry sweet tarts. Because it has like a little bit of a tartness to it. Now, a lot of people say that when somebody says that with a tobacco, whether it be like with a cigar or a pipe, that's a bad thing, which it is, I guess. When I say it's tart or bitter with a cigar, that's what I'm referring to most of the time. But with this, it's not a negative thing because the cherryness is so strong with it that it's actually kind of balances itself out, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. I also I'm also getting it's medium medium body, I guess you could say. Um, Nicotine is very low. I really don't even notice any nicotine in it. Lit very easily for me as well. All right, so that's where we are. We'll be back when I get a little bit further down in the bowl. By the way, I'm smoking the Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman, gifted to me by Danny Shore, with my patriotic stem that was gifted to me by Cane Rod Piper. So I'll be back. About 3/4 of the way down, as you can see, a real nice fine ash that's burning down too. I would have to say that it is low in the nicotine. It's got really good flavor. The room note is a crowd pleaser. I can promise you that. This will be a crowd pleaser, folks. Um, if your wife or your spouse or you're around friends that don't normally smoke, this is one that you'll be able to smoke and get away with. So, the cherry sweet tart flavor that I've been talking about is still there, along with now a cinnamon note has stepped in. Now, the tartness has really taken a seat more towards the back, and that cinnamon flavor has come forward. And very, very faint in the back is a leathery note. I know that sounds odd, but I'm telling you, it's there. For me, it's there. Um, the only difference from pipe to pipe that I can remember, meaning from the mortar to the olive wood to the cob, is that the cinnamon note is a lot more dominant in the cob. So, and it doesn't start out that way. It comes in midway to towards the end of the bowl, which I really like that. So, yeah, that's it for my take on Paladin. If you have not tried this and you are an aromatic smoker and or a big OTC person, buy a tub. Go with the tub. If you are not a big OTC guy, but you do once in a while, or you do enjoy a good aromatic now and then, especially, just a now and then kind of thing, I'd buy a pouch and give it a shot. Um, it's definitely worth trying. I really think that it is worth trying. It stayed burning for me. Of course, now it went out because I said that. But that is my take on Paladin. I want to take a moment and thank Paladin Piper for sending this in for review. Thank you so much, Pally. I really appreciate you, brother. His name and link will be in the root cellar. Also, my email will be in there. So if you have a pipe tobacco or a cigar that you would like to see reviewed on this channel, go ahead and hit me up with an email and we can discuss the logistics of it. And Paladin's a go for me, man. I like it. I totally like it. So until we can get together and pack a pipe or smoke a great cigar, let all that you do be done in love. Y'all take care and God bless.